This week on This, That, and the Other, we're building the ultimate JAT stand. Now, I know what you're thinking. The ultimate JAT stand, it's a JAT stand, man. What's it really matter? Well, your life. I mean, you're putting yourself underneath it, but does that mean we need to spend $1 million on it? I don't know. If you look behind me here, we have an awesome tool from Race Ramps. It's basically a 12-inch block that you can use to block up any vehicle that you're working on. So maybe we don't have the 7 or 8 grand for a 4-post lift. Sweet. Race Ramps is an awesome solution for it. However, I can't afford Race Ramps, but I still want the same utilization that these things offer. What are we gonna do today? We're making our own Race Ramps out of 2x4s. Let's do a little history lesson here on what the evolution of JAT stands really looks like. The first one here, free, it's a rock, not exactly safe, but it's worked, it's done its thing in the past. There's a rock, free. Now we've got just a traditional steel JAT stand, so we're getting stronger. We're getting a little shaky there, 4-ton, probably 70, 80 bucks. Then we come over here to our Race Ramp, which we just talked highly about. Thing's awesome, structural foam, can hold plenty of weight of a car while you're underneath it. It's lightweight, easy to stack, awesome all the way around. $215 a piece, so we're over $1,000 for them. We ain't got that money. Now, I can't begin to show you a lift because I sure as heck can't afford that. 2-post lift, 4-post lift, whatever it is. I don't have 5 to 10 grand on me. Let's figure out our own then. So what's the spec sheet on building the ultimate JAT stand? Well, the first thing we got to do is cheap. We need cheap. That's where we got our 2x4s. We are in this for 2x4s, which if you got used ones, it's even cheaper for that. These 2x4s we're in for, I think, $35, $36 is what we're in it for. Screws, we got free screws. We'll find the screws. So screws, free. Love it. Okay, what do we need on the base? 15 inches is what we're at. They're at 15 and a half. We're just rounding it off to 15 inches. We can't go any taller than 12 inches. 12 inches, that's the only reason we can't go taller than 12 inches is because that's as high as most low-profile JATs go, especially my JATs, my specific jack. I can't pick anything up higher than 12 inches with that JAT. So 12 inches tall. What about here? I think we're gonna be paralleled. 12 inches, all right. 2x4s, free screws, 15 inches wide, 12 inches tall, 12 inches wide on the opposing side too. Let's get to cutting. All right, and here we have our base of our framing that we're getting ready to do. So we got our 15 inches going long, we got our 12 inches going wide. We're gonna do 2 screws per, and as I put new pieces on, we're gonna offset these screws just back and forth, so that way we get a good strong tower. It is important too to make sure that we're square, so make sure and keep an eye on that square. We don't need this thing leaning over while we're trying to put a car on it. We're at 19 1/8. And we're at 19 1/8 on the dot. So we'll keep checking that as we go. I'm gonna put it on time lapse. Let's keep building this sucker. So let's do a showdown between the two. You just seen that tire come down. We're holding it. We're braced up, tire's perfect. I don't really think we needed it. A guy could take and put maybe one board right through there trying to help support the middle of it. We go over to the Race Ramp. She does have more contact per area. We see it sit right inside of there. No issues as far as deformation on either one of them. Both of them can handle the weight of this old rotten Jeep here. So let's do a side-by-side. Race Ramp, you've heard me talk nice about it. Cheap. We like cheap, tough, durable. I don't really have a way to compare how much
weight they could actually hold. I don't know the rating that are on these, but what I can say is this seems like a little damage there. I think we could go pretty ignorant. Let's take a try at it. Hatchet test, maybe. Now, I'm not going to hit this thing because this isn't mine, but we could assume that that's going to happen. But easy. We got this thing. Okay, already better. Let's see. Race ramp. One handle. 50 bajillion different handles that are there on either side. We got them beat too. I'm going to say we have now created the world's best jet stand, and we did it for, between the two of them that we got made there so far, we are probably invested into this thing 30 bucks, 35 bucks. We still got enough timber to make another two that are over there. So I would say for roughly 50 bucks, you could have 4 of these things that are there. That's assuming that you purchase the 2x4s. The 2x4s were the killer. I did cheat and say our screws were free. I don't know what those screws would be per box, maybe 10 bucks. So, but you could have a set of 4 of these well under the price. I'm gonna argue you'd have a set of 4 of these guys made for half the cost of even one of these. I don't even think it'd be half. I think it'd be about maybe 60 bucks versus $215 for this thing. So awesome. I'm not talking trash on them at all, but budget friendly, can still do the same thing, help support the weight. You may be asking why, you know, what good is this? You can't take a tire off. But whether I keep 2 in the front or whether I end up doing all 4 of them there, I can now service a transmission out of there. Look at all that space. I'm gonna throw out roughly, I don't know, as we hold it up to my waist there, just shy of 3 foot, 2.5 foot, something like that. And that's just with the front 2 off the ground. Awesome tools. I really have at my work loved the race ramps. I'm not talking trash on them at all, but we've done it better, and they're stackable, and they're perfect, and they're cheap. So don't be scared to give it a try, especially if you need to do a transmission service job on anything. It could even just be oil change. I'm tired of fighting around on oil change. Look how much space we have there. We got all kinds of room. Capitalize on it, guys. Even, let's look at it like this. So I want to be working on fabbing all this stuff up. Instead of spending all this time bent over, I'm now at waist height with it. I mean, that's how great is that for my welding. Imagine if I would have had this for my welding, that would have been 10 times easier for it too. So super simple job. I think we have succeeded in creating the world's best, cheapest, best, better in every way than everybody else, the cheapest jet stand that there is. So whether it's making the world's best jet stand, as you just saw in this video, working on that old Jeep, working on tractors, building who knows what, you're never gonna know what the next episode might have on this, that, and the other. It could be anything. So we encourage you guys to come back and watch. Also keep an eye out on the channel too, because we got some pretty cool stuff coming down the line as far as maybe some different ventures go. So I encourage you guys to watch. We'll catch you on the next one. See you.